Okay. Well, I am a writer of a certain age, which might mean over 50. I've been writing for a little over 30 years. I had my first novel published at the age of 45. So, for those writers out there who are thinking, I'm too old to do this, I could never do this, don't give up the dream, just do it. And so I write thrillers, I write a little cozies, I write essays, I love to write, and I want to encourage anybody out there to go ahead and go for it and do it themselves. It's 8 novels. And I've also published some anthologies, but yeah, 8 novels. And before that, it was all short stories, in magazines and places like that. But yeah, the 8 novels, and I really feel like I should be, I should have more than that, right? Because it's not quite a novel a year, which the publishers really like to have. But I'm a parent. I homeschooled my son through high school. He's now a sophomore in college, and my first job is as a parent. That was the part of my life that I was working on, and then writing on the side. And so now writing has become more of a job. But I'm still a mom. Encourage them to get their work done on time. We all need deadlines, right? And to be responsible. And even if the work isn't perfect, they just need to get the work done. That's the thing, is get the work done and show up. That's what we have to do for our jobs in life, is just show up, and the rest will follow. Okay, so I was really surprised that, I was nominated. I didn't win, but a really wonderful writer named Lawrence Block, who's an older gentleman, won. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess he could win. But I was nominated for a short story, which was just, it was a huge surprise to me. And because short stories haven't been my focus. I wrote a lot of short stories getting up to the novel. And as a matter of fact, I'm now concentrating a little more on short stories because they're fun. Short stories, you get them done, you get them out there. They're short, people can read them, but it's it's kind of a rush. But the thing is, if you try to focus on the result instead of the writing, instead of if you're thinking about, oh, this is going to be great when I'm published, right? So many beginning writers will be like, I just want to get published. It's like, honey, it's not what you think it is. It's work. Sit down, keep your butt in the chair, do the work. So even though it was fun to be there at the awards, it was awesome. Where I need to be is sitting down doing the work. Well, the cozy was really fun. I am a big cozy mystery fan, like MC Beaton, the Agatha Raisin and Hamish Macbeth, and I'll just listen to those things like they're candy, right? Because they're fun. Charlaine Harris's books, and this is Small Town Trouble, which my friend, her name is Carolyn Haynes, and she writes a series called the Sarah Booth Delaney Mysteries. And she had this character, this cat, and she wanted to have a big series of books with it, right? And so she contacted friends and other writers and said, hey, do you want to write one of these books? And I was like, oh, I've never written a cozy mystery before. Mine have sex and murder and blood and, kind of scary stuff. And I just thought, I wonder if I can do that. That was a big challenge for me. And in the end, and it had to be a love story. I'm like, a love story? I write demented love stories. I don't write love stories. So, it was a huge challenge, but it was a nice change. It was really a nice change. And it's fun to be part of a series where, there are like 6 other women writing these, and several who've done a couple. I don't know that I'm going to do another one, but I have thought of my own cozy mystery series that I'm kind of thinking about, but I'm torn. I'm really torn, because I get on my soapbox about that. I am married to a literary writer, and he has he was educated at Iowa and Princeton, and he has all the creds. He teaches creative writing, and he gets irritated with those sorts of people, right? Because literary is a genre. It is a particular way of writing. It is a particular view that people take, focusing on the sentences, almost poetic sentences, and that beauty of the sentence, right? And and sort of a small feeling, a small transcendent feeling. But that's just one genre. I mean, you look at any literary writers worth their salt. What are they reading? They're reading fun stuff. And the other thing, you have to go to the genre community where people are giving, they want to help each other, and I found so much warmth in the mystery community when I went there. I was so glad. And if you're not enjoying yourself writing and you're not enjoying yourself reading, go watch Netflix, because why bother? That's my feeling about it.